Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another live stream, folks. And we have a lot of good, I would say, breaking news tonight. I have some updates for you guys on a lot of players. I mean, a lot of players, new players that should get tossed into the pool of the Reggae Boys. However, there is still a lot of concerns about the coaching situation surrounding Jamaican Reggae Boys. But I'm hearing as of today, as of right now, the job is Rudolph Speid, and Rudolph Speid himself will make a decision after the Unity Cup. Now, is the Unity Cup a benchmarker for Rudolph Speid? If the Reggae Boys put on a great performance in the Unity Cup, what happens then if we see the Reggae Boys playing some of their best football in the Unity Cup? What happens then? We're also hearing that the five local based players who were in the Jamaican squad that went down to Mexico will be a part of the Unity Cup team going forward. And I will give you the heads up and the clarification on some players that people has been asking about for a while, why these players didn't play for Jamaica, or why some of these players didn't get a passport. Ask the head coach about some of these players, what's going on with these players as for their ages. Some of these players are right in that sweet spot when it comes on to their age of eligibility, and as well as they will be around for a couple windows, and I will give you the respond for some of these players. You would have heard the names of the Dujon Sterlings and those guys. I will just get right into it and give you guys some of the names that I was querying about. So this was a list of players. Actually, these players are players that we know that their names were being circulated about playing for Jamaica. Maser Greenwood, Jacob Ramsey, Jonathan Rowe, Omari Hutchinson, Lloyd Kelly, Dujon Sterling, Tyrese Campbell, Cameron Archer, Tyrese Campbell, that's the Tyrese Campbell at Sheffield United, Archie Brown, Max Aarons. No, based on the reply from the head coach, is some of these players cannot play for Jamaica. They are not eligible to get citizenship to play for Jamaica. I think the likes of Dujon Sterling and Archie Brown, some of those guys, they don't have the Jamaican citizenship. And it's not that they don't have the Jamaican citizenship. Couple more of these players, but they are not eligible to play for Jamaica as far as the citizenship goes. So people can basically narrow down some of these names and stop mentioning them. People, are you hearing a noise in the background? Let me know, because I have the fan on. It's getting very hot in Denmark now, as the summer is slowly, the spring is coming in. So I have the fan on. So let me know if it's getting hot, if it's getting noisy with a fan playing. However, I've been playing some background music. No, but here is some players that the Reggae Boys, these players potentially won't be in the squad for the for the Unity Cup. But here are some of the young Jamaican players that the coaching staff is looking at for Jamaica. We have the Everton U21 player. He's a center back in Reese Welch. Reese Welch, the Everton U21 player. Here, as you can see, 12 appearances, 1 goal, no assists. Let's see where his development took place. He's just been at Everton. He's been at Everton U18, Everton U23 in 2022. He's been at Everton U21 and Everton U18. He's been on loan maybe once, but he's a young centre back in the name of Reese Welch. Reese Welch, people. So you can take a look at that youngster. He is eligible. He is listed as well as a Jamaican player in the English database. Here we have another one in a centre back in Odin Samuel Smith. He is a centre back and a British citizen and a Jamaican citizen. Other position, right back, left back. He's also at Everton U21, Everton U23s, and Everton U18. So that's the name of another player right there, Odin Samuel Smith, another young centre back, 19 years old. Here is another player we have here in Joel Jakes Thomas. He is in the Premier League 2 at Crystal Palace. This youngster here, let's look at his development. He's just been at Crystal Palace, U21, U18, and he is a right winger in Joel Drake's Thomas. Currently, he played, or recently, he has played. This is a youngster who could play for the U20s for Jamaica. He's 16 years old, born in 2009, as a right winger, represented England at the U17 level. So that's Joel Drake's Thomas. Here we have a few more players here on the radar. These players are all listed as Jamaican slash English citizen. So this is another right back here, Matthew Hayden at Brighton U21. Matthew Hayden, he is 19 years old. Matthew Hayden, he represented Brighton U21, Brighton U21, Brighton U18, the Brighton youth team. So this is a youngster here at 19 years old at the right back position. And if we all can remember that Jamaica is slightly stretched at the right back position. Let me see if I can make some adjustment here. What's dragging my CPU? Hold on. Something is dragging the CPU. I'll just take this off. See if I can get the CPU under control. Matthew Hayden, people. Give me a second. Things should get moving again. Hold on. Things should get moving again. Just give me a second, people. Whenever your CPU start kicking off like that, you know what's happening. So Matthew Hayden, Brighton U21 player. Some of these players, this is one of the players on the radar for the Jamaican national team. We have another player here at Aston Villa U21. He's an 18-year-old right back in Ashton McWilliams. Ashton McWilliams U21 at Aston Villa. So this kid, he played for Aston Villa U18, U21, been at Aston Villa all through the ranks of the U team. He is another youngster that's on the radar of the Jamaican. Let me just turn off my. Let me turn off the. Let me just turn off the what I have running on Google. I have a lot of things going on Google there. So that's another player right there, Ashton McWilliams. All right. Let's see who else we have here. We have another player at Liverpool U21 in Cade Garden. Cade Garden, he is a right winger, represented England at the U21 level. This is a youngster now. I'm hearing some buzz about he did got injured a few times. He was, I think he came up at Derby County, Cade Gordon. I know Derby County wants to pull him back in because since he got injured, he basically lost a bit of favor there at Liverpool, and I think Liverpool is maybe trying to get rid of him. So he is one of those youngsters that the Reggae Boys should be taking a look at. He's born 2004, 21 years old, represented England at the U20 level. Only 5 appearances though, 5 appearances, 2 goals, and 3 assists. That shows that he's scoring a goal in every 2.5 games, and he's averaging an assist in every, say, 1.5 games, or every 1.75 games he's averaging a, or something like that. Or I think it's, let's just put it at every 3 games he's averaging a, just below every 3 games he's averaging an assist, and he is a right winger. Don't know how that's gonna work. Jamaica is always blessed with a lot of wingers, so not sure what takes place there. So that's Cade Garden. We already know about Janera Johnson, and him at Ajax. Arsenal U21. This is a centre back, 18 years old, represented England at the U19 level. His name is Jaden Dixon. Jaden Dixon. He is a youngster at Arsenal there. Let's see what he's been up to. So he came up at Tottenham Youth Academy, then he went to Stoke Academy, then Stoke U21, made his debut for Stoke City, the first team, and now he's at Arsenal U21, and he is his I think his market value is 2.3 million euros. That's a good look for a 2.3 million euros for a youngster at Arsenal U21 who isn't really playing for the first team, still only 18 years old, national England player at the U19 level. Jaden Dixon, that's another one there. And all these players are listed as English and Jamaican. So there's no doubt about whether these players are actually Jamaican. No, the Unity Cup is coming up. I'm not sure what this is, something that I'm hoping that the coaching staff is looking into, that the Unity Cup should not necessarily be players who has a passport. I think the Unity Cup should also um, make players available for Jamaica who doesn't have a passport. The Unity Cup should actually be a showcase or a showpiece in England for Jamaica. If you want to take a look at some of these youngsters, they're not getting capped. I think this would be a good competition to say to some of these youngsters, come on in to the Unity Cup squad. Maybe you have what, 23-man squad. Maybe you have 23-man squad, and you bring 18 players, that's your core players already that you have, and you bring in 5 of these youngsters that who could potentially represent Jamaica in the future. I think that should be the move. That should be the move going forward at all times. You bring in some of these youngsters and you take a look at them, but I don't know what the stipulations or the parameters under which they are, the competition is governed, as can these youngsters actually play for Jamaica. But I think that would be a good move. People, remember to hit the like button. Is 95 of you guys here? We only have 20 likes on the video. Let's get the likes on the video going, people. Let's get the likes up to 50 likes on the video. Very important, very important there. We're hearing that the likes of maybe a Leon Bailey and those players won't be won't be in a part of the squad. I don't know how this is gonna work as far as Dujon Whisper is concerned. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about that because I don't want to put things out there where people thinks that the coaching staff is basically holding back a Dujon Whisper. But Dujon Whisper has to get his priorities straight. And now Dujon Whisper is seeing that. I always tell people you can take Jamaica football team for granted, but there might become a point in your career where you need the Jamaica Reggae Boys more than the team actually needs you. Because Dujon Whisper now at Leicester City, a team that just got relegated, you didn't get any playing time. You're going back now to you're going to Chelsea. You're not going to be playing for Chelsea. You're not going back to Chelsea to play youth football. It would have been perfect setting for Dujon Whisper to basically start in these two games and showpiece his talent to the world. Unfortunately, you're now at war with the federation. And should Rudolph Speid select a Dujon Whisper? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure that they should select a Dujon Whisper. I think he needs to feel the burn. I think he needs to sit and learn and understand that this team is not about you. I know I see Kaim Dixon taking the last window. Kaim Dixon kind of took some little slight shots at the federation. I think he's coming out of his shell. I hope he doesn't. I see Dujon Whisper at him in certain posts. I hope he doesn't go down that pathway. Kahim Dixie, you're scoring a lot of goals, but you're scoring against youth players in youth competition. You're a grown adult now. Where are you gonna go? Charlton looks like they're gonna stay up, but I'm not surprised if Kahim Dixie ends up playing non-league football in England. That's where it seems like he's going. And Kahim Dixie is a player that we all love here, but Kahim Dixie seems to be going in the wrong direction. Folks, we only have 30 likes on the video. It's 120 of you here watching. So, and it's telling me that 90% of people are not subscribed. No, people, we know why a lot of people are not subscribed. A lot of the backbenchers are not subscribed. A lot of the backbenchers. Somebody send me a video of somebody send me a video of I guess the same brother named College Man. He's calling my, he said I'm a fish. He said I'm a fish and my channel is a fish tank. But I can tell that on the phone when I listen to the audio, College Man sound like somebody who would be jerking off while I have his mom on a backers. Like, ooh, JT na my mother. You know, like that's so College Man. That's all you sound like. Ooh, JT, I do it, JT. JT na my mother mouth. College Man, that's what you sound like, bro. And you calling me a fish, that's like somebody calling Barack Obama a dunks and he actually gets mad. Just remember, people, those are the backbenchers. And they don't know that I control them. I control them because I can just trigger them. I just trigger them for over like a minute on my show and they have to watch. So when they watch for 30 seconds, it counts as a stream. So psychologically, I have a power over those guys, the backbenchers. They watch, but they don't subscribe because they always say they don't watch other people's channel. But when they call in on Ryan's show, they can explain everything they heard on somebody else's channel. So we know they are watching. We know they are watching. So yeah, whatever you want to say, you should have just taken the L, bro. As I said, you came out strong saying that the Supreme Court in Canada will defend Ryan against a lawsuit if a lawsuit comes. How does the Canadian Supreme Court and anti-slap law in Canada works? So I guess you got into your feelings, but you know, JT, I'm willing to go there. Every time somebody send me the video, because I'm gonna say something here and you're gonna watch. You're gonna watch at least for 30 seconds and I'm gonna get the view. So you're like you can sit there while you know as you just sound like somebody a back your fist while me have your mother pan a backers. You know JT can go there, right? You know this is what, that's why I don't try to make this channel too professional, because whether to push out to the head out or get out of order. You can't call the you can't call the artist fish. people, we are the artists. Like those guys, the Flavor Max, those guys are groupies. They're groupies, they're Ryan groupies. Like, my channel, people just watch we talk football. We're not running any groupie audition over here. So I don't know what these people think they who they think they are. You know what I mean? Like, cause every time like people just send me screenshot, yo, the man them are this, the comments over. Like, bro, it's okay. It's YouTube. It's a competitive arena. But you know what I mean? When them go fish, we just go backers for them mother. You see me? That's how we dealing with them over here, people. So we just wanted to just put that out there, so they're gonna watch, because they don't listen. I was a biology major and a psychology minor. I own these little backbenchers. I know how to get them to watch. All I have to do is just gaslight them on my channel, and they just come and watch, and I get the view, and they disappear. Because remember, you don't get any money or anything on YouTube for subscribers. It's the actual view. So I can just trigger them and get them to watch all the time, and they just get me paid, and we move on. So they actually think they're doing something, when they disrespect and throw shades, because that's their thing. They just call in and throw shades. And so when they throw, you see, on YouTube, bro, I don't throw shades on YouTube. Anybody I'm addressing, we just address it. You see me? We just address it. Like, you're not gonna thump me in my face through your phone. You see me? Like, that's it. I just address it on YouTube, because it's just YouTube. It goes. People are not gonna get to, if a Jamaica so them would have send people come stab you up and all those things. But on YouTube, you can just tell them anything you want to. Because it's like, we know how it goes, but we know how to trigger them, people. We can trigger them every time we want. We can gaslight them and just get them to come watch and then cut. we just gaslight them. We just gaslight them and let them pay us and then leave. You know what I mean? And then they think they're actually smarter. You know what I mean? So calling me show a fish tank or a fish. Come on, come on, college guy. Oh, you JT me bad up on the backers. Bro, stop, bro. Drop yo, my thing already. Draw them what they used to be. They don't make them draw you out. No, man, I'm drawing them out. It's the opposite. I'm drawing them out, because now when I talk back about them win on my show, they have to come hear what me say. And I'm speaking about them I always make sure I speak about them for over a minute, so they watch at least for 30 seconds. Because on YouTube, once you watch for 30 seconds, it's count as a view. so I get them to view all the time. I can get them to view every show. I can just put a little 1 minute segment in my show for them, and I'm confident that they're gonna watch. That's the YouTube psychology. You know what I mean? This is what we do, bro. Like, I could just pour gas on these little roaches and crush them. You see me, I say? That's so it's a fun little thing. It's not serious. I wouldn't get violent. I'm not a violent person. It's all banter. But Jamaica, the backbenchers, when they cannot hold up in a discussion with you, Jamaica people revert to calling you Batman, or you are your bad man. Those are the two default things that people in Jamaica do when they cannot hold you in an argument. Your bad mind or your fish. Those are the two only things. We know the game plan. You see me, I say, we know the game plan in Jamaica. And they have us, the backbenchers, because what we call backbenchers, the people, and big up the backbenchers who are here as well, because you have good youth at school where did a backbencher. But it's the backbenchers who didn't do the work and actually come on YouTube and act like they did catch up in A class when they were backbenchers. The certain backbenchers, right? Because how backbenchers work. It's just like Ryan will be doing his show and he's giving them some important information. And if you look in the comment section, them I tell a man like then I say up down 1G, lift up from over here, some man. Yeah, fish are, you see me? That's backbencher. They're not really listening to the show, They're there. Like when you teacher at school, them run a back a shot marble and them and some man and play card pack, while Ryan I do the show. They're not really plugged into the show because they're backbenchers. Some of those guys, that's what they do. That's why I told you whether when I said they infiltrated the channel, they are these people who are just toxic, who came from the political channels and on YouTube, the pink walls, and they say, what? Them see a man over here so beat some sports people at Jamaica, let me join in. That they're not really football fans. They're just backbenchers who shoot marble in a back eye class and that they go to school. When exam time come, them start holla say them no pass like tapa. Yeah, that's how it works in Jamaica. And they have another skill too. They have a psychological skill. You see, if you're a Jamaican who is trying to uplift yourself and maybe read more and become more versed on certain things, they always say people, them always I say them bright. I look at a person like Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty is a woman who worked hard, got her degrees, eloquent in her speech, uplift herself. When Miss Kitty can come out and say the most healthy thing for Jamaica or for Jamaicans, and everybody bash Miss Kitty. She show off too much. She too speaky spokey. Miss Kitty, she just act like she better than Jamaicans. So that's the reverse psychology of the backbenchers in Jamaica. Because we changed the name from Dunks now. The people in Jamaica, we call Dunks. We are going to stop, artists, them a push the Dunks. We now call them Dunks people because they actually think Dunks is cool. So we switch it upon them now. They are backbenchers. Backbenchers. Right? Backbenchers. Them in a A class. Backbencher, not in a A class. Backbench, they are backbenchers. So we switch it. They have a reverse psychology. It's like a man where you study for the whole week and pass your exam, and when test paper give you, they must say, some man are going like them brighter than we, dog. Some man are move like them brighter than we. Nigga, you just didn't study. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Who did make you name your book them? Who did make you name your exercise book? How did make a name your pencil? Like nobody forced you to do that. So I want to say to all the Jamaicans who are watching this, if you're uplifting yourself, don't make the backbench in Jamaican society anywhere around the world or in Jamaica trick you that you uplifting yourself is a bad thing. Because there's a dung psychology to where you don't know dunks people can use a psychology upon you to make you feel guilty about improving yourself. A lot of people don't know that. Let's say you do your Jamaica and you always dip on the block with some youth that play football and thing and you start university. When you come back on the weekend, you have all a conversation with certain man and you hear them and say, oh, some man a move like them brighter than we, dog. Where man a talk about? Some man always a come with them styling thing like them brighter than we, through them Ghana exam, through them Ghana university. That's what they do. They try to use this reverse psychology to make you feel guilty about uplifting yourself. So I want to say to any young Jamaican who is listening to this, bro, read, study, focus on school. If you drop out of school and you didn't get to study, try to get a trade. It's never too late. Just get the basics of adding and subtracting. Get just the basics down of maybe some little mathematics and words and them stuff, because you will need it. You will need it. Them have a next thing at Jamaica where they might trick you, say, bro, you not have to go to school, brother. Street smart. From your street smart, you can make it. I know a lot of people who made it in street smart, but they end up start their own business. But a lot of people who are street smart as well tend to have a skill. You will see a man at Jamaica and probably not go to school, but him can build a house. Him can fix a car. But if you're going for a traditional job, there is nothing on the application that says list your street smartness, list how street smart you are. That doesn't work on an application when you go to get a job. All right. So I'm saying this to the Jamaican, the youngster them, don't let anybody trick you and tell about street smart can take you through life. A combination of things. Learning in school and developing street smart, yes. And you still can make it with being street smart, but you need some kind of skill. You need some kind of skill set. So don't let backbenchers in Jamaica trick you and let you stay dormant. And I'm saying this to any young Jamaican. If you're doing well in school, keep pushing. Keep focusing, bro. That's the reward. The people who are making fun of you, who are trying to trick you, they're not the one who's gonna hire you. You're gonna get a good job, and you go back to your community. And when you go back to your community, you're gonna see those same people with a spliff in them hand. You're gonna see those same people on the road. I look the same girl them. I go club. You see me, I go see the same people them. So I want to say to the young Jamaicans, no make them trick you, because there's also a dung psychology where man we make you feel guilty in Jamaica, because that's how Jamaican people hold you down mentally. They say to you, them say, cho, so man, through them go at you and them think that some man thinks that them better than we. The person who went to you, it didn't say that they better than you. You see me, I said, no man, I never heard a person who go to you, he said them better than another person. It's always somebody who's feeling insecure with themselves, start saying the person we go at you thinking better than you. The person didn't say that. The person who's going to you is just trying to develop for themselves, you go get the job where them want. If you go get the job where them want. And another thing, people, growth. You see, when you're growing in life, you're gonna have to be ready to say goodbye to a lot of people who you maybe grew up with, and a lot of people who have been your friends. Right? A lot of people. I'm gonna use for example troops. I wish somebody could have sent this to troops. Give Robbie a break, fam. Every time I click on the internet, you see me, I say, give Robbie a break on the internet. You see me, I say, give Robbie a break. You just keep complaining, bro. You keep complaining that Robbie left you for dead. Troops, you should have been further in your career. You're saying that you helped Robbie to build the platform. When Robbie was building that platform, none of you guys know what the platform was gonna become. But Robbie had to leave you behind. You went to America, you took another deal, and it didn't work out. Look at Robbie. Robbie has a good studio. He has big guests. He's on Sky Sport. You're still in your room. You see me? You're still in your room, troops. You're still in your room, and every day you're coming, fam, Robbie, man. You think Robbie want to have you on his show every day? Because of bumbleclot and you're the cool British youth? No, you're saying Robbie sell out. Robbie became corporate, and people, this was the same thing I was encouraging Ryan. I'm saying, Ryan, your platform is military, and I always give people their credit. Military and Ryan is the two biggest platform in the Jamaica YouTube space, but Ryan should learn a word that's called pivot. Can you pivot? Yes, I say, can you pivot, Ryan? Can you take your thing to that next level with the platform you have? And the problem he's going to run into, and I said it the other night when I said people hijack the show, is this. When you want to go to a next level, you're going to have a group of people who, if you can't say goodbye to them, you're going to have to stay where they are to communicate with them. That's the same example when you look at Robbie. You know what I mean? Robbie started out with a lot of people, but Robbie had to make some big decisions for his platform. He had to cut troops on them guys there, because he doesn't want to have troops them on his show every day. Suck your mother, fam. Suck your mother, fam. You know troops them talk already. But troops is complaining. Bro, you're still in your room doing Arsenal content. You see me? I say, you went to the US, you took a deal with bars. When it comes on to, if I'm gonna take any kind of deal, when it comes on to my channel, it has to be something where I can speak freely as well, because that's why we're on YouTube. And that's the thing that's happening. A lot of mainstream people, they are trying to buy out YouTube, and they're trying to buy out the YouTubers. If you look at Mark Goldbridge, it says that what's the guy, Gary Neville just bought the United Stand. The United Stand is one of the biggest channels on YouTube, but Gary Neville bought it out. So at some point, Mark Goldbridge is not in charge anymore unless he still got shares in it. And Gary Neville is going to make some big decision on the channel because he's thinking about taking it to the next level, getting a next piece of money for him investment. And that's how you see you. That's how YouTube works, bro. You see me? I say that's how you see me? I say that's how you two work. So Troops is still there arguing about Robbie and being salty, bro. Robbie gave based on the Arsenal channel, you were able to get your own platform. People know you now as Troops. Why you don't got a good studio, Troops? Why you don't got proper lighting, a proper setting? You got the links them. Why you don't bring in guests and do a show like Robbie? Robbie is organizing his thing, and that's how, bro. And it comes back to the same thing that I said. When you want to grow in anything you're doing, you're gonna have to be ready to say goodbye to some people, because some people want to keep it the same way. And that was only my point about what I when I said Ryan let them hijack the show. Because if Ryan wants to take his channel to another level, the first thing you're gonna hear people said, him sell out, him get soft, him now wield the belt buckle. But what about him? Ryan have to make the decision as an entrepreneur, as the artist, the person who builds the platform to get to the next level. Because some people just want you for, it's just some people want you for themselves. If you just be at that level and you communicate with them over and over. You see me, people, you know where I got my start. I got my start on Ryan's channel. You see me? I got my start on Ryan channel, bro. You see me? I said that's where I got my start on Ryan's channel. You see me? I got my start on Ryan channel when I got a chance to speak. Hold on. Look like my sound has just like chipped out, people. Let me see some. It look like this sound. Did this sound just chip out? Yeah, the sound is good. Yeah, so people, that's somebody probably, I don't know if the sound did chip out, but people do that on YouTube sometime. I just wanted to make sure it is working. Yeah, it's just a person who is one of the backbenchers. People, it's probably a backbencher. That's what people see. That's what I'm saying. That's the backbench thing sometimes. Yeah, it's if I get too close to the mic. So that's what I'm saying, people. In life, Dr. Dan, when you're gonna grow, all right, bless up yourself, CP Trico, but he's a trickster too, yeah. We hear you loud and clear. Yeah. So that's big up yourself, T got. Even T got them been through this thing. T got on the ball. T got them had a big platform, but a lot of people splintered off. Eddie Guna them, different people went into their own direction. It would have been like Eddie Guna complain about, yo, bro, I'm leave. No, bro. When I left over Ryan channel, I had to just build something myself. You see me? The only thing I was upset about that the person where I was on their channel and I put in so much effort with Ryan, you never saw Ryan on my channel once. He never gave me any support. The person where me and him warp on YouTube the most in JD. JD came over here and give this channel such a push. I can war with JD them all I want. I can war with anybody, but don't forget this. JT will never shy away from giving people their credit. You see me? JT will always give people their credit. You see me? I will always give these people their credit. You're not hearing me, bro? I don't know. People are saying the sound is in and out. Don't forget this. I'm hearing the thing on YouTube, bro. Bro, I'm hearing myself. I don't know. Maybe it's your device is turned down. I'm hearing myself on YouTube, bro. Or maybe it was just at a point where it chipped out. Let me just turn the mic down slightly. I'm hearing, bro. don't. It's you. Yeah, me I hear, bro. Me I hear. Me don't know, bro. I'm hearing. So me turn the mic down as well in case it's not chipping out. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I will always give JD his credit, even though me and JD them warp on YouTube. I will give him his credit, and we give also give Ryan his credit for letting me come up on his channel. But I cannot sit here every day and say, yo, Ryan, no come give me no strength. I cannot say that. Say Ryan no go. Yeah, he didn't give me any strength when I left his channel, but I use that as a motivation because look at people who he actually give strength. I heard him calling out Kingdom the other day. Remember, Kingdom build their channel off him. All those people went over there and they used him and they build their channel off him. But and that's how life goes. I don't think it was a thing that Ryan didn't want to give me strength. It was a thing where Ryan them know my potential. Ryan them it's like I always say that Ryan them know my potential. Say I'm gonna do it. I always say it's like Bounty Killer and Vibes Cartel. He doesn't like when I use that. Ryan them is the Bounty Killer, but I mean the cartel. You know, so we have the potential. And more time, Bounty them and cartel them always go back and forth. Cartel have the respect there for Bounty. Me have the respect there for Ryan them. But you don't know how it go. You see me, it's like cartel them. We are bad artists and enough people never want with a boss. Never enough people never want JT them for boss car. We potential is endless, bro. We potential is endless. You know, we're building another channel right now, which is talking about international sport. We are at what almost 700 subscribers over there on that channel. We're over there and that's international. We're building. We have a news channel with 3,000 subscribers on it as well, and we also have I don't know about how much YouTube channel me have. About five YouTube channel me have. Yeah, this is the Solids Artist Page channel where we build. That's another 2,000 subscribers, and we're building another channel right now. So that's what we do, bro. We build things. We build things. We can sit here and complain, but at the end of the day, bro, it's gonna be on you. And we hope Ryan don't take it wrong. But if he takes it wrong, that's not my problem. I hope he saw the positive that I talked about in it, where we talk about scaling. Because JT don't come on YouTube and say I'm the biggest channels. There are other channels that are bigger than my channels. The Military Gunas, the Ryan, the JD, those channels have more subscribers. I cannot come on here and pretend that my channel is bigger than them. I can say though, my channel is punching in the same arena as their channel, because at the end of the day, the last Congo match, we run up on them wicked. The last Congo match, throughout most of the game, we are watching it, we have everything on our screen. But the last Congo game, Ryan them have about 2,200. I was at 2,100 people on my stream. Then finally, the only way Ryan them can run around JT on YouTube is in watch along. But just I tell you, cause JT can dissect a football game. JT can dissect a player. JT can come talk some back road things. We can go politics, we can go live, we can go anywhere with it. You see me? Our potential is endless. I bring versatility. So the last Congo game, Ryan them hit about 3,500 people on the stream. Little JT, 2,400 live on the watch along. That's the only so when I hear people say they dominate in YouTube, the only time people dominate JT on YouTube is maybe watch along. And trust me, I start take the watch along serious. Remember, see, in the last year, I start do watch along. For the first whole year of my YouTube, a year and a half, I never do any watch along because I like to watch the game and I like to focus. So when I come talk to you, I can tell you exactly what I see on the TV screen. So we put all the mess behind people. No, we talk about a little bit about the Unity Cup. When we talk about the Unity Cup, there's no energy. And we're going to talk about Jamaica coach. People, let me know. You think Miguel Coley is the right man for the job? Listen, my problem is, this is the problem that we're in now, people, for me. You see me I say? This is the problem. Man, I'm going to do watch along for World Cup. That's why I'm building the other channel. Because, you see, this channel, once you start to put other it's a message. Once you put other things on this channel, it start disrupt the Reggae Boys content. So that's why I'm separating the other channel where we can do Premier League, anything, and it doesn't disrupt. Because what happened on YouTube, like you have this Reggae Boys channel here, and you see me I do a Champions League game. You see, if a lot of you guys are not interested in Champions League, it send the algorithm a signal that JT's subscribers are not liking this content. Then YouTube now start to push out your content, them your future content to less people. So the more look at the channels, them big up yourself, Cranky. But that's what's affecting people like Cranky. Them channel, they're doing 1 million things on the same channel. When you do that, you send bad signals to YouTube, and then YouTube get confused and don't know who to spit out. No, rude boy, not right now, rude boy. I'm not even taking calls right now, rude boy. Oh, yeah, call right now, rude boy. Rude boy, may we talk to you soon. You see me? That's the same thing. And bro, we study the thing, and even if we and them even if we and them don't get along, we still can we still just tell them we still just tell them some things that probably is affecting them. As I said, that's probably what's affecting Cranky's channel. He's doing too many things on one channel. You have to separate them. That's why a lot of YouTubers have 5 or 6 different channels. You see me I say? This is why the YouTubers them. So last night that show, we did very well on that show with 600 subscribers. We still got 3,600 on that channel. Bless up the name of the other channel. I'm gonna drop. Yeah man, that's where we're gonna be for the World Cup. We did a good show over there yesterday, people. We did a good show over there yesterday. We break down some of the groups them, and we got 3,000 views on that channel, that video last night. I just drop it in the comment section, people. Follow that Sports Blem Extra. That's on Sports Blem Extra. We had some people on, yeah, from the Congo thing, and we did the show yesterday on the Chelsea coach getting fired, the Dujan Whisper leaving Leicester, the Leon Bailey. We did a show over there yesterday, and it was about 70 of us over there, but it was good. We picked a World 11. That was exciting because, we were talking about who were world class players and why certain players are not making it in their football career. So people, you can subscribe to that channel if you like. I just drop it in the comment section. That Sports Blame Extra, that's where we're gonna be for the World Cup, because it's gonna disrupt this channel if I start to do other content. You start seeing me I do a watch along with Germany I play. It's just start throw off this whole channel. So this channel is Reggae Boys and Kankakov. Strictly. This is what it's built on, and it doesn't make sense I change it now. It makes sense that I build something else. So if you want to subscribe, the link is in the comment section. Sports Blem Extra. Yes, so the Unity Cup, people, the coaching thing. No, Rudolph Speid. And let me just because people, we can say anything and we just talk. We see the guy named Danny Beckford, right? We see Danny Beckford going around people, and Danny Beckford is upset. Expect this from you. 10 minutes on me time, bro. You don't have to go. All right, Errol. All right, Errol. Danny Beckford. People, why the people them in the JFF don't find a way to kick out Danny Beckford? Even if you want to get out Mr. Speed, that should be up to us as fans. We a lot of people here, as I said, I'm not gonna endorse Mr. Speed as the head coach. I said that from he didn't pick Ravel Morrison, and before I said to Mr. Speed, because it turned out exactly the way that it's gonna be. I said, Mr. Speed, you're gonna go down there, you're going to lose, and you didn't pick Ravel Morrison, and you're gonna come back, and now you want the coaching job, but you lost the fans. You didn't bring those fans with you, because what you see, Mr. Speed is stuck in a rock, between a rock and a hard place now. Because here is Mr. Speed problem now. This is like you just got a job, right? You just got a job at as a mechanic at. You've been a mechanic your whole life, and you have your little shop at Jamaica, which is you have Cavaliers, but you get a job now at Mercedes to fix some big car. But guess what? It was an interim job at Mercedes, and you didn't do the right thing. Now, Mr. Speed have to go back to him workshop at Jamaica. He doesn't want to go back to him garage at Jamaica. Go fix like a car. Him no want go fix the taxi them at Jamaica. Him no want go fix. Him no want go work at Cavaliers. He's now gonna want the big job because guess what? It's gonna be a step down for him, and it's gonna slow down his trajectory in his future, because I'm sure Mr. Speed want to coach bigger teams, but Mr. Speed put himself in this predicament, and he has to deal with the backlash. And that's where, Mr. Speed, we know you're a smart person, but I hope you also learn from your own experience here that you can play, you can use certain strategy, to get to a certain point, but you better hope that you're not coming back down that same path again, and you're running back into some of the same people who need to validate you, because no, that's the problem. You don't have any fans on your side, though the job is not the fans who are going to select the job, but Mr. Speed don't have any fans on his side, based on how he operated. And it's like Mr. Speed's a good talker, and Mr. Speed didn't listen to me. He didn't listen to me, and people who don't listen to me, we know where they end up. They don't listen to me. People, I said to Mr. Speed in a wedding after we come back from the game, and I'm saying to Mr. Speed, say, John, oh, Mr. Speed, you see what I tell you? You work out exactly. You never listen to JT. If you did listen to JT, if you did listen to JT, that wouldn't happen to you. Yeah, when Mr. Speed say, JT, you're tripping. No, Mr. Speed, I'm not tripping. You tripped up. You tripped up. I'm not tripping. You tripped up. You went down there and you didn't go to the World Cup. So I'm not tripping. I'm going off the result. You tripped up. So you know what I mean? You tripped up. So when me Mr. Speed said, JT, you must be tripping. I said, no, man. I said, I stand by what I said. You never listen, brother. You never listen. And you're facing the consequences now because you thought you had it all figured out. So I'm not tripping. You tripped up. That's the right word, Mr. Speed. You tripped up. I'm not tripping. But you know that, JT, I'm not gonna carry no personal feelings. I still felt bad that you didn't pick Ravel Marcel. What I explained to people, I have no control over the selection of the head coach. No, when you become a head coach, when you, no, it's up to the fans to get. Oh, is it? No, that you become the head coach, Mr. Speed. I'm gonna judge you the same way I judge Hal Grimson, the same way I judge McLaren. If you're winning, then we're gonna have to have a discussion with the fans and said, people, Mr. Speed a win, the team look different, wanna think. But Mr. Speed, when you start to lose, don't get it wrong. JT is here, and JT, I gotta say, you have to go. You would have to go, bro, because you're just any coach. I tell people, like, me, my relationship with people don't make me put up with slackness, bro. The only thing where people have problem with me, say me and Mr. Speed bootlicker, is people, I'm not gonna be here beating him every night. That's just, for me, it doesn't work for me. I don't get a kick out of that. I enjoy football too much to spend my time on YouTube talking about Rudolph Speid every night. That's all I'm saying. I enjoy the entirety of the sport. Yes, the fans, and we have to have this discussion tonight, because I see no fans I get out of hand and them I get bright JT, yeah, wash Mr. Speed boot, and bro, you see me, I say I don't select I don't select the people in the JFF. I don't select. But how would the JFF have a man like with this brother your name with the brother name with Danny Beckford? How is Danny Beckford on YouTube talking about the JFF just like that? And I'm sure Danny Beckford, me know say you get some brown envelope to Danny Beckford. Danny Beckford, I can get a cease and desist from you. Because you don't want me to start crunching the numbers on St. Anne's, Danny Beckford. Danny Beckford, you don't want JT Taylor to start crunching the numbers on your on you being the president and how much money has gone through your hand down there in St. Anne's. But people, Danny Beckford is a public whistleblower. Anytime you hear about a whistleblower, whistleblowers get arrested for espionage or exchanging information. If you look at Snowden, he's now in Russia. He's the one who leaked all the information that the US government was spying on people. Danny Beckford is able to come on YouTube and talk anything about the JFF that he's a part of. Danny Beckford them. Danny Beckford them has been a part. Danny Beckford, you need to just shave up your beard, and Danny Beckford looks like he's not taking care of himself. He looks scruffy. He looks disheveled. Danny Beckford, send Ryan a better picture if you put in at the thumbnail, brother. You know what I mean? I can't believe you're representing an actual parish looking like that. Danny Beckford, them look like them even iron them clothes. You know, like every time him put on him pants, him belt, miss a loop. So Danny Beckford is not a good look on you. What is your goal, Danny Beckford? What is your plan for Jamaica? And I'm not defending Michael Ricketts or none of them people. Michael Ricketts them did if Una beat them. Una Michael Ricketts them, the fans them see what Michael Ricketts them has done. They have failed. They have failed. We have seen Mr. Speid got Steve McLaren. He has failed. I cannot come out and fix it for these people, and I'm not coming out to defend them. But I can talk about what I want to talk about. If you're running an organization and you have a whistleblower like Danny Beckford on YouTube talking like that, people, come on, come on. And you've been a part of this thing for decades, Danny. You've been a part of this thing for decades, Danny. You know what I mean? You've been a part of the same corrupt system. All of you guys. A man I said to me, JT, mine Barry Watts, but what mine Barry Watts to send you a cease and desist. Barry Watts can send me anything you want. Barry Watts was my head coach in Homewood, and I never learned one thing from Barry Watts. Barry Watts them just have you a run and you work, you train down at the field, and you prepare for your game. I didn't like learn when we go to Germany. We see how much we were behind for our age group. I didn't learn anything from Barry Watts to them. People say, JT, you need to support Miguel Coley. You went to the same high school. Bro, listen, I love what Miguel Coley has done in his career as a coach. But listen, Miguel Coley scares me. And everybody, I keep saying, when you miss that question that Cranky asked Miguel Coley in the press conference, Miguel Coley tried to skip over that very quickly. And thank God for people, as we say now, we and Cranky them can. I believe that me and Cranky can war for 3 days straight and still drink a beer and reason. Maybe from my side. That's how I thought. Because today me and him now me gonna say something, but tomorrow I'm gonna say I agree him Cranky. One thing with Cranky is going to hold these people to the gun to answer the question. You see me I say Cranky is gonna is gonna hold, and Cranky asks, no, what I'm saying, what does his look has to do? A man who represents Kems, a man who represents the JFF. That's how you would look representing the JFF, representing an organization. Like, just look disheveled and just look like, present yourself properly, bro. I don't see anybody from any federation, anybody around the world. Look how Danny Beckford them look scruffy. Like they don't take care of themselves. They just get up every day and fight over FIFA money. Like, you see me, the whole of them. You see me, I said, so it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you see people representing a parish of St. Anne's, the beauty, I have family in St. Anne's. Some of my families have one of the biggest restaurant in Brownstown. One of the biggest restaurant in Brownstown, Mr. Jones them. So I used to spend from a little boy, we go Puerto Rico and them place there. St. Anne's is my place. We grow on a Kaiser and them place there, bro. You see me? So St. Anne's is my place. And Danny Beckford them been there since we are like a boy, brother. Danny Beckford them been there since we are like a boy in a boxing match for FIFA money, bro. All I'm saying, like, Danny Beckford them can take care of themselves and look more presentable, bro. Look more respectable and presentable. You know, just, you know, get a nice shirt. You know what I mean? So, as me say, bro, Cranky asks Miguel Coley, I'm all over the place, but I'm in the zone tonight. I'm just freelancing it tonight. You know, I slept. I'm not working tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be on YouTube up until Wednesday. And then, we probably the shows them we we're gonna do, I can't be on camera. You see me I say? After that, we have got to turn over the show them to the panels them, and make them do them thing. So people, what I'm saying is Cranky asks, bro, I swear to God, when Cranky came in and asked that question, I say, it's like Cranky always comes in to save the day with the right question. Cranky asks Miguel Coley, so what you mean about Jamaicans when you said give Jamaican players a chance? But if a Jamaican players them born overseas, those guys are Jamaican. Because in the previous statement, Miguel Coley states, imagine you give a youth a Waterhouse, a call up. You know what that is gonna do for his community? So Miguel Coley in a nice way is telling us that he's gonna boss a youth. Miguel Coley is not talking about picking players on merit. Miguel Coley, and that's what scares the living crap out of me with Miguel Coley. Where if Miguel Coley think because him did their Qatar behind Winfred Schaefer, and Miguel Coley, no disrespect, brother, I'm not here to fight you. Miguel Coley, your resume, you're saying you won this, you won that. Yes, as the assistant coach, you know what I mean. It's okay. If I'm at Apple and Apple just is trading on the New York Stock Exchange, yes, I'm a good work. I'm not the CEO at Apple, but like I'm a vice president on a board or something. Yes, I contribute, but I'm not the one who got the company. I'm not the one who got the company this massive listing, or I'm one who's driving the company like a Steve Jobs. So at the end of the day, Miguel Coley, you're not the one who won those things. You're the assistant to the coach, and you guys were winning. But that doesn't take away from your credibility. You have something that no other Jamaicans have. You have a UEFA Pro license. That is no normal thing, people. People get there's coaches in Europe who don't have a UEFA Pro license. Don't think that thing that Miguel Coley has is a soft piece of work. Because that's how I talk balance. I'm not gonna sit here and talk one way. Don't think that license that Miguel Coley has is a car or a truck license. That is not a boy license. That is the license. There is no other license above that. He has the license, Miguel Coley, in football. You know what I mean? So we give Miguel Coley the massive respect and his humbleness, him being patient. He's astute. He accumulated the accreditation that's necessary for a top coach in around the world. However, Miguel Coley, I just got very scared. Remember, I know Miguel Coley, me talk. You were one of the person who inspire me. If you actually even want to go to Homewood. You remember that game there, Miguel? The game wanna play against From, where Homewood up 2 in the first half, and you govern up the midfield, and a youth named Lexus from Westmoreland from From come back him and the next Indian youth come take back the game run a Clarendon. And me I say, yo, Miguel Coley in the middle of the field. The man thing no normal, brother. You see the man thing no normal, and me I say, that time Barry Watson. Barry Watson was Miguel Coley coaching up people. A Barry Watson coach Miguel Coley, Barry Watson, that's what people don't know, But people have these pictures up, and Barry Watson was Miguel Coley's coach. Barry Watson's daughter was my farm teacher at Homewood. You see me? So I could have come out here and be, you see me? I say, I could have come out here and I root for Miguel Coley them. I could be rooting for Miguel Coley, but Miguel Coley, and I said this on my show, Miguel. People been telling me that you're big on local players. I may say it on the show, and then boom, 2 days later, you come say it in a different way on that interview, brother. And you scare me, bro. You see me? I say, you scare me, bro. You scare me, bro. You scare me, Miguel. Me's a little boy, I watch you play ball. Little boy, and say, yo, I have to go a warm out. You see me? A midfield me play to number 10, attacking mid. You see me? But Barry Watson them teach we say, yo, we at midfield I gotta pass the ball. You see me? The team me play against Uno at Homewood in a schoolboy. Okay, under 16. Bro, after under 16 me go to Germany, bro. You see me? 1 year me do a Homewood. Germany. You see me go to Germany, bro. Because me a player, Barry Watson not give me no playing time, by the way. Barry Watson not give me no playing time, people. Barry Watson give me. Barry Watson have some youth from New Green and Mile Gully. Be a Mile Gully man in the side. Be a Mile Gully. And people, Barry Watson is doing a bang up job in Mile Gully. The man them a Mile Gully. Barry Watson, the people in a Mile Gully are call me brother. What you doing to the people in a Mile Gully by using Glenmuir School to represent Mile Gully? Una use a Glenmore DeCosta Cup team if you play a corner league for Mile Gully. Come on, Barry Watson, you got to cut out that nonsense. You see me? And people don't know how much people from Manchester. Remember Dalton Wint. Dalton Wint. A Barry Watson them bring Dalton Wint them in a the JFF from Manchester. And look at the football in Manchester. Look how Barry Watson them in a JFF. So bro, don't think me can come here and defend the JFF. Two people now hear me do a show up on the JFF every night. Don't think my parish is getting the effect of Barry Watson them in the JFF. Football in a Manchester is nothing. And Barry Watson them in the office up at the JFF. There's not a strong league in better demand them, better Barry Watson them they take somebody cornbread. Me hear the name the bread and I always hear about the name the cornbread, but I never saw him play. Me know a youth from New Green named Pele, and them youth they play for home, but them and the dunks. Teacher just a fix them grade for them. Pele them, goalkeeper Dylan and them youth there. You see me? It better the man they take Manchester High School, Barry Watson. I have to say the best thing you did, you put Manchester High School in the discussion when it come on to football. Manchester High School never good. Manchester High School never good, none at all. Barry Watson went to Manchester High School. Manchester High School started to end up in the Costa Cup semi-final, quarter-final. Then Barry Watson left it with his assistant. And then his assistant started taking Manchester High School to the final. This is why Manchester High School was considered Manchester High School. The kids them go to Manchester High School, them love basketball. You know, some youth and Mandeville and some other place, them love basketball. Enough man me go to school with like that. Yeah, in Manchester High School, man, them love basketball. And Manchester High School produce good long jumpers and high jumpers. And people who run long distance. You always used to see Manchester High School win those things at champs. You see me I say? Donkey man and some of them man them always win something at champs. A 1 and 2 athlete. They can't win champs, but they always produce good long jumpers, good high jumpers, and send them on to university. When you see JJ and them youth, they know start coming out of Manchester High, and this is when Barry Watson them get to Manchester High, because Barry Watson left Homewood when he was coaching Miguel Coley them, and then him come back again when we start go to Homewood. Barry Watson them come back and he was coaching the under 16, and it was another guy who Mr. Anderson was coaching the Costa Cup team. Me no learn nothing from Barry Watson them, brother. Me no learn nothing from Barry Watson them. They do the same thing in a training. That's when me go to Germany, bro. Me look at a number 10 and the man them say we are midfielder, right? Me a pass. The man them a Germany a tell me say, yo, a number 10, you have to fire the ball in the back of the net too. We never learned that thing there at Jamaica. Them just tell us say you're a midfielder, you need to pass the ball. You see me I say more time me beat all two man and me even know say me fi shoot the ball in the back of the net. And maybe people might say me an idiot, but bro, when you're a youngster, you're doing what you learn, bro. You see me I say so me not really see I don't know if Barry Watson did coach Ricardo Powell, because I was there when Ricardo Powell them. I was a kid, but Ricardo Powell was the Costa Cup footballer for Homewood as well, and a top cricketer. Ricardo Powell could have played for Jamaica. He just chose to play cricket for Jamaica. He was one of the best athletes to ever grace the field at Homewood Technical in Ricardo Powell. So Barry Watson them and the whole of them man they, bro, they all are the same thing, bro. JT, me and you on this every day. When me have you ever done a show just for the struggle? I don't have time to do show for the struggle. I do my show just how I want to do it. Determined. I told you, me and you are not fighting the same battle. Determined. I'm not fighting a battle for the struggle. I cannot sit here and get out Barry Watson. I cannot sit here and get out Mr. Ricketts. I cannot get out Rudolph Speid. You see me I say? You see me say, I can't get there. Yo, JT. So quarterfinals from no, bro, it's not late 80s. Them even DC did decent one. Oh, me no know about that. We are talking about in the 2000s. Positive vibration. 2000s we are talking about, man. In the 2000s we are talking about, bro. We are talking about 2 thirds. Remember, say we in our 30s, you know that. We are talking about in the 2000, 2003 then time there. You see me? Probably around in a 2003 then time there. No, but me I go a D Cup match from yeah. We are going to go a D Cup match from late 90, maybe 98, right when Jamaica qualified. Because when Jamaica, after Jamaica go at the World Cup, football kind of goes so in a Jamaica, But we did liquor, so I wasn't going to the stadium. After Jamaica come back from World Cup, me start go and match a stadium. Because we did too young. You see me I say? We did too young, like, and football a stadium always a keep on Sunday, brother. Football always a keep on Sunday a stadium. So say church business and country people that no work. Your shoes have to shine like, you see me? Them have a thing at Jamaica, so your shoes shine like gumbe. Shoes have to shine like gumbe on a Sunday morning. And your little pants neat and your shirt tucked in like a pastor. If you go to church and in a Sunday school, just in a Sunday school, yes, miss. And Jesus said, and the disciples. Sunday morning, me have to do a church, brother. Cause say Sunday school, you have to go to church before for your people them. Your people them come to church 10 o'clock. I think 11 o'clock church start, but we have to do a Sunday school from 10. I think we have to do a church early. For you get the little bread and callaloo and the fried egg and the plantain Sunday morning. Say the iron board to think up the house. Iron board get rank. Cause out there have to go brother church Sunday morning. That was the life, bro. That was the life. You see me? But me always bro, me's a man like, bro, me used to hide all from church and then think if you watch our football and cricket, dog. Like, how me love sports. That's just my thing. Sports. That's what I'm saying to you, bro. Like, I would want certain changes in the football, bro. But I just know that my power is limited. My power is limited. I understand how government and structures work. As me say, and let me tell you, because there might be another problem that Rudolph Speid is gonna run into, right? Rudolph Speid is gonna run into another problem. I don't know if you can coach a national team without a without. Yeah, you can, because Tapa coached the team with a bike license, right? Tapa coach a team with a bike license. Okay, so you can. Because what I was hearing that the reason why Miguel Coley is also there is because he has the UEFA coaching license and Speid has a Caribbean A license. So he is there. But now to look back at it, Tapa coached the team with a driver's license. So I think Mr. Speid can coach the team. So maybe. So as we say, people, I cannot get those people out because I know how structures are set up. I know how organizations are set up. People don't understand. The JFF has a constitution, right? The JFF has a constitution. And remember, we beat Mr. Dunswell. I beat the ratted out of Mr. Dunswell. Mr. Dunswell redeemed himself. Mr. Dunswell stepped down or they remove him from the technical director. Mr. Dunswell went with the U17 team and them qualify them for the World Cup. That's where Mr. Dunswell need for them. Mr. Dunswell has a good license as well. I think Mr. Dunswell got his license in England. But Mr. Dunswell was holding up a spot in the JFF that wasn't suited for him. He was the technical director and he was a dinosaur. It seems like him working with the youngsters turned out better for him. So if it worked that way, but look, you can't get out Mr. Dunswell out of Jamaica football. How you gonna do that? How you gonna get out a Barry Watts? How we gonna get out a Danny Beckford them? How you gonna get out a Mike Ricketts them? I think Mr. Speid now is, I don't know, Mr. Speid is not on any boards anymore, right? He's not on any board. He's not the head of the technical committee anymore. He's just the coach. So what happens now? Does Mr. Speid challenge Mr. Ricketts for the presidency? the next presidency. I don't know. Listen, I don't know, but I think Mr. Speed and Mr. Ricketts are probably um, very good friends, and I don't think they want to really compete with each other. But people don't understand the constitution of the JFF is structured in a way to insulate the members where outside influences cannot necessarily disrupt or dismantle the structure and throw people out. That's what people don't understand. It's like the JFF is like me and you there, me and you there outside. I fling some big stone pan the window, um, and the man them a some loud music turn on in there. They not hear we bro enough at the time. They might look through the window and say, "Watch him, little boy, they don't get a fling stone pan the window." You have to get into the building, bro. You have to get into the building. Like a man like Errol Stevenson. I hope that maybe in the future Errol Stevenson would become a president as a younger person who has his ears to the street and he's more probably plugged in with the younger generation and know where football is going. And Errol Stevenson who represent Jamaica. Maybe in the future a youngster like Errol Stevenson should take over the program. But Errol Stevens is gonna have to him have to make alliances in the JFF. People outside cannot make Errol Stevens the president. He's gonna have to make alliances and make deals with people inside the JFF. He's gonna have to make promises to people inside the JFF, brother. You see me? That's how it works. You have to be in there. You have to be in there to move things around. So that's why I don't. It's not that when me people say JT, you sell out, you know, you're a double agent, you not beat the JFF, bro. I'm very I'm very strategic and I'm very cautious and I'm very protective of my time. Because I wasted a lot of time but a lot of things that didn't bring me any value in my life. I've wasted a lot, but me learn, bro. Me must say I'm not a little boy. Maybe sometimes people see me on stream, they must say like a boy. I'm not a little boy, brother. Me's a father, brother. Me's not a little boy. Me's not a little boy. That's why even when some man even feel away, some man I say, yo JT, come do a watch along with me, and you have 3-4 somebody I watch your show. So JT now we have Pitney if take care as a single father. Me's a employed slave. Me's a proper slave who's working on a plantation. Me fi come sit down on YouTube with 3 people I watch for 2 hours. Me never know say me love man, brother. Me never know say me love man. So and some people say JT, you talk you move hype. How is that moving hype? How is that moving hype? Build up yourself, bro. The whole that we build we think for build the thing them, brother. That I want next thing, bro. When people come on YouTube, I wanna see the man them channel. I wanna see the militaries, the JDs, the Ryans them. Wanna see the man them channel. Wanna thinks the man them they just jump on YouTube and get some whopper subscribers. No, bro. The man them put in a lot of hours, bro. They put in a lot of time. I put in a lot of time to reach 6,000 subscribers. You have some people who just jump in at the game and just want to skip the line. No, bro. The man them put in time, bro. And that's why I tell people I would say, I'm very protective of my time. My time, brother. My time. When we do it, my time. And I don't think my time is best spent beating the JFF. That's not what I'm in the YouTube space for. I always remind you guys, I'm in the YouTube space as a fan of football and Jamaican football. Bro, me love football, dog. Me love football, brother. You know what I mean? I love football. I love football, bro. That's why I'm on YouTube. So that's my calling, brother. That's my calling. My calling is not a revolutionist when it comes on to the JFF. I'm just a person who just love football, bro. Me love football and me love the reason more time. Because just when me come on YouTube, people, I have time to be what? Yeah, but you can tell the man them you not have the time. You not have to beat them. Yeah, no man, we not beat. No man, listen, Dylan Cooper is not necessarily maybe a beat people, bro. Me just say, when are some people gonna realize, bro? It's just, and bro, and I don't want to get back on that all the time. Listen, and I apologize if I let me just apologize. I apologize if I have offended people who they're because I can look into myself too. Everybody calling is different. I apologize to the people who their calling on YouTube is to beat the JFF or beat Rudolph Speid, because everybody has a calling. Maybe they see a way where they can get change. I need to apologize for that, and I apologize. I just need to say, who I need to say, maybe focus on my calling, and my calling is not to beat the JFF. My calling is to have a balanced approach, um, and I can beat the JFF tomorrow. I can give them credit tomorrow. That's how I am, and that's why people say I flip flop. It's not that I flip flop, bro. If things has changed, if oil prices is now at $4 or $400 a barrel, and 2 weeks ago it was $100 a barrel, my perception on the oil prices is gonna be different this week. I cannot have the $100 a barrel perception. Things has changed. The facts has changed. People don't understand. I'm open minded, so I'm able to change. I'm able to change when the facts change, bro. I can't just put my foot on the gas and just say, this is what I believe in and I won't change. People, let's see how the like button is doing. Let's see if we got to 100 yet. 7 more and we get to 100. Who would I like to coach the team? I would want to see, me and Jaros talk about that on the other channel yesterday. I would love a French coach to coach Jamaica, bro. That is my dream. I would want to see a French coach. That's something we never looked at. I want to see a French coach Jamaica, bro. Because when I look at the French footballers and I look at the Jamaican footballers, there's a lot of similarities. When you look at a Dembele, right? Remember, Dembele is not physically faster than Ronaldo Cephas, but Dembele is more technical, and Dembele is more faster than Cephas on the ball. You see me? I say Dembele is so maybe a French coach. What did they get? How did they get Dembele to that point? You see me? I say, how does the French use a Dembele? So maybe I'm thinking that the French might find a way to use our players and their attributes much better. You see me? That's how I see it. May have the fun on people to mess up my throat. 1 second here, folks. 1 second. Let me get a drink of water. Alright, folks. I have to just get a drink of water. Sorry about that. I have to just get get a drink of water. Yeah, so people, I think a French coach would help Jamaica for me. Some people say a South American coach. Bro, when I'm looking what Pacentino is doing with America, I'm just not wondering if I don't think Jamaican players are skilled enough to play that South American kind of football, bro. I don't think Jamaicans are skilled enough to play that South American kind of football. That's just my that's just my theory, you see me? I don't think we are skilled enough to play that South American kind of football. Jamaica football is more flair, flair, aggression, and I believe that's how France play. The only thing that the French players would have over Jamaicans are they're more technically sound. They have better fundamentals. Their fundamentals are just way better than our players, and a lot of and there's a reason for that. Those players were all developed in an academy. Look at the prestigious academy in France that Mbappe came through, Thierry Henry came through. That academy. What they do is they scan the entire country every, I don't know if it's every year, for 23 youngsters. They only develop 23 kids um to play like France. No, all right. You see now, Sometimes Jesus gonna ask some questions, and you know he's not necessarily asking a question, right? He's trying to find a hole in what I'm saying. But what I'm gonna give this as a learning, because I respect Jason Guna as an intelligent person, but I think he's very selective in his hearing, so he can then make a counter argument. Um, and I'm finding that I'm not sure he listens as well as I thought he did. I spoke about that. I just said Jamaican players, we probably may not be fundamentally sound, but the attributes of the players, a French coach might be able to get the attributes out of our players, which the French players have the similarities in attributes. And I then go on to say, I don't think Jamaican players are skilled enough to play the South American football. South Americans play a more skillful football than the French. The French play with flair and speed. French players play with flair, um, flair, speed, and they're very fundamentally sound. You know what Jamaican players are lacking already, Jay Segura. You should be able to answer that question yourself. But that's not what you would want a French coach for. You want a French coach to maximize the attributes of the Jamaican players that are similar to the French players. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no way I can look at Jamaican players and say that they are in the ballpark of the French players. No, but there are similarities based on the large African diaspora. France is built up of African countries that the French colonized. Jamaica is basically a French offshoot. A research showed that Jamaica and Haiti are the two countries in the Western world where the African cult where still mirrors Africa when you walk around in the streets. And I saw that I read that on some article that the BBC put out in the past, where they say they like Jamaica and Haiti still mirrors Africa. So if you look at the diaspora of Africans who are in France, obviously, you know what I mean? There's some similarities there. And maybe they can get the best out of our players. So for me, would have to be a German coach or a French coach. And why I say German play football like how they make tanks. Germany plays a tough kind of football, but it's very organized. It's very organized. It's very physical. Sometimes you see flashes of the fundamentally solid part is what enables them to play that way. A lot of people are fast, but that level of technique that and their ability to develop it is what is different. Well, I spoke about the difference. I spoke about the difference. I think we are saying the same things in a different way. Or maybe you just basically consolidate everything I said and explain it differently. But I think I know exactly what you're saying, and I just try to. Maybe I'm not good at explaining myself sometimes. Maybe that's something I can work on as well. But I still believe that you pick apart that to just rephrase what I said. Klinsmann is free to get him. The problem, Dr. Dan, is you don't want Jamaica also. I don't want Jamaica to get a short term coach. If Jamaica is gonna get a coach, brother, it need to be a long term project now. Jamaica cannot get a coach now where the coach might not want to be in Jamaica in 2 years, or the coach don't want to coach Jamaica in 2 years. That's one of the mistakes that Jamaica cannot make again. We cannot make the same mistake. JT, we haven't been able to get the best out of what determined. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Who is going to be able to maximize the potential or the attributes of our players, even with their deficiencies? even with their deficiencies. That's what I'm saying now, determine. We know the deficiencies of our players, but what, which country kind of coaching or the coaching style of football that we think can maximize the limited but still the limited potential of our players? That's what I'm saying. And I think that the French, the similarities that I see in Jamaican players is what I think maybe a French coach can maximize the limited potential. So the hiring process, bro, I, I, they're probably gonna. I don't know if they're gonna go with Miguel Coley. I don't know if Mr. Speed is gonna give up the job. As I said, Mr. Speed said he will make a decision after the Unity Cup. Mr. Speed will make a decision after the Unity Cup, because I'm thinking Mr. Speed is gonna use the Unity Cup as an audition for himself. Maybe Mr. Speed want a bigger job. Who knows? You might see Mr. Speed coaching a Barbados or a Cayman Islands or a St. Kitts or something. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? So maybe Mr. Speed is going to use the Unity Cup as his audition as a coach. Then when Mr. Speed leaves, we think that Miguel Cody is going to get the job. I was thinking that Jamaica shouldn't pick a head coach until the World Cup ends. I think Jamaica should let the football space kind of settle. World Cup, people are going to splinter off. You're going to see coaches stepping down. You're going to see coaches stepping down. You're gonna see coaches stepping down, and I think maybe there's a coach who comes through that we might not have thought about. You know what I mean? Because we could see a coach in the World Cup that looks very good with a smaller team, and he might be somebody that Jamaica needs to take a look at. So I don't think that Jamaica should rush the coaching job right now, because they can't get it wrong this time. If Jamaica get it wrong for the next World Cup, we are going dead before Jamaica go World Cup, brother. God Almighty, man. Yeah, man. So Rude Boy, let me see if I didn't want to take any phone calls today, because this week I will be doing a series of shows where I will be having the panels back on. But today I just wanted to my last couple of shows I've been just going on about it, just going for it, because people, we can do shows ourselves. The transfer market, okay, you need Jamaican passport. Oh, you need, okay, we're hearing some reports here from some individuals who knows what's happening in the Jamaican space. They says you need a Jamaican passport to play in the Unity Cup according to the competition regulation. And just because on transfer market you're seen as Jamaican, that doesn't mean the player is naturalized. It means the player has Jamaican heritage. No, I know that, Mr. Press Officer. I know that, because we see the Jamaican flags doesn't mean the player is naturalized. I totally agree, but those players should be on our radar. We should try to naturalize them. And another thing, maybe I could even give T-Gat a call as well. Bro, the JFF needs a clean strategy. So people, you see what I'm saying is, I don't want to be this, because guess what, people, we also got to stay focused, And today, I wanted to bring it back to some focused things too. I wanted to focus back on some players today. Though we discuss certain things, I wanted to bring the focus back on certain things. People, Jamaica needs to have a blueprint going forward in how we're going to cap players. Jamaica should have a series of players where they say we're going to cap these players, at least maybe cap one or two of them every window in the Nations League. We're going to cap one or two of them in every international friendly. Jamaica should have a pool of maybe 20 players that we want to cap. whether or not you're necessarily gonna call them, but you're capping them, or you having them suit up. I think there needs to be a strategy going forward as well in the capping of players. There needs to be a holistic vision when it comes on to capping players. The capping of players was bit, and the recruitment is still messy. It's still all over the place, guys. It's still all over the place. It's very still all over the place, and I hope. Listen, I'm wondering if they learned from some of the stuff. Let me see if this was Rude Boy was calling me. I don't know. He was calling me very early in the show. If him don't pick up, I'll probably just give T-Got a call, and that will probably be my only caller today. Okay, we don't have to deal with Rude Boy today. People, that's what I tell you how Rude Boy them out order, That's what I tell you, Rude Boy them out order. Rude Boy called me in the midst of me talking in the first 20 minutes of the show. Now when the show gets to the part where we're taking phone call, he doesn't pick up. So what I needed to do was put the whole entire show aside and answer Rude Boy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's just pretty crazy how these people operate. He just put the whole thing aside, and just basically, I was supposed to throw away the show. Maybe I can get T-Got on the line. If I don't get T-Got on the line, I would just go up to the 2-hour mark by myself. But T-Got is probably at work as well. T-Got is probably at work. Alright, he's probably at work. He would have picked up already. T-Got is probably at work, folks. Speed will get what the dog get. Look at how treated Dwight York. They will do him the same. What about Japanese coach? I'm Japanese coaches. Japanese are for building cars. I'm not really big on a Japanese coach, my brother. I'm not really looking at a Japanese coach right now. T-Got, how you doing, boss? Always my pleasure to talk to you. Yeah. Yes, with just your evaluation of where we are, you heard what I said. I think that we might not. We shouldn't rush the coaching process.
When the show start, me follow you and me that take down some notes and stuff like that. And when they started off the show, where they start name out some players, right? We can play the young players them. I have a problem with that, right? And then you throw off another coach. Right, this is just my opinion. You understand? Because opinions differ. We have some young youth. We just qualify for the under-17 World Cup, right? And then we have the under-20s coming up, right? So those are some nice better players what we can look at. Where you say, I think it's true. We need to get a good coach who could take these better players to the next level. You understand? So we can build out this Jamaican team. You understand? And mix them with some of the players that we have. We have fade out with these two better players that we have, the under 17 and the under 20. Mix them in with some of the players that we have, and just take time, fade out some, and have them team so we can have a team for the next couple World Cup cycle well. You understand? But we need a proper coach.
Yeah. So what do you say about Miguel? Is it Miguel Coley for you? Is it Miguel Coley for you?
The honest truth, me never follow Miguel Coley career when down so honestly.
Nobody was doing that. Yeah, nobody was doing that.
Yeah, he was an assistant coach, and me never to follow me only SM down so, and me never check on the team them when coach or anything like that. That's
so T got his last coaching job. He was the head coach of a reserve team in Qatar.
Okay.
Yeah, the head coach of a reserve team.
So how did that well out? Did they play good? How many matches did they win?
No, I said the reserve team.
So they're not playing a match? So them just quote a reserve team and then they play practice game or stuff like that. Then just train.
But Tiga, that's in a reserve team. A reserve team is like when we don't have anybody else, we call on one of the reserve guys. It's like the army. You're a reserve. You're not on the front lines.
No, all right. For instance, when they have the PL 2 or 1 player and stuff like that, reserve where Mikel Anton Dango got train and stuff like that. Them go play a match and stuff like that.
But a reserve team in Qatar is not the same as
yeah, that's
in
England.
England.
That's what my thinking was.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all right. So then again, you're telling me that coach Colin never coached a team before to get result and we can see what him can do then. Basically,
I haven't seen he has no record of head coaching any teams
exactly.
where
To me that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't been proven and tried yet.
Yeah, and he's saying that they won a bunch of stuff, but that he won as an assistant.
Yes, so yet still it's still not he's not proven and tried.
Because my one time I did a show Tigat where I said that, and I said the word that Miguel Cole is donkey. You know that word there, Jamaica. I think.
Well, I know. Me see, yes, me say, I take my work and me step them, and me see you go in some things with the callaloo and bread and egg and the iron board. You just step my back, brother. But remember them things, yo, sometimes you do your show somewhere else and I tell you rest. Nobody can say you're not Jamaican. Anybody say you're not a Jamaican, them's a liar.
Yeah, a country, especially a countryman.
A countryman,
yeah.
Especially a countryman.
Yes, I mean,
nobody can say you're not Jamaican.
We are proud countryman.
Some people are trying to think of JD is a Jamaican, but when it comes to JT, brother, nobody can say that, brother.
Yeah, man.
Brother, you're a real countryman, brother. Real countryman.
Even upon the word T got the word donkey. You know that word, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I said the word donkey is Miguel Coley, he should have got a better job by now.
Yeah, exactly.
With a UEFA coaching license. With a UEFA coaching badge.
Exactly. What Miguel Coley should have done, you understand? I don't know that that's everybody's aspiration to be maybe coach them national side or them country and stuff. He should have tried to get a job down here, you understand? And try prove him thing, win couple of games, just like a Darren Moore, what Darren Moore did. You understand? With a West Brom and then he get a neck, although him record not too bad, but Darren Moore is a good coach. You understand? He's a good coach. Darren Moore do some things. You understand? Paul will come and him. You see Paul will have a few set up and do Paul will have a good coaching because he's a reserve coach too. You understand? But we see Paul will come and set up something, so in a way, I'm give Paul because Paul hasn't proven and tried yet.
Neither, yeah.
You understand? Paul hasn't proven and tried yet.
Yeah.
Go out there and coach. And is it Jamaica right now? Jamaica right now delicate.
Bro, we at a crossroad.
Jamaica has a big side. Jamaica on a big side, brother.
No.
Them on a big side.
No. We're not a big side.
Jamaica is no big side. We don't have no big players. We have some players who are on bench. Papa and team. Yeah, them play for some big club, but them are on bench, Rasta.
Facts.
Them are come on for 5 minutes and 10 minutes.
Facts.
You understand?
Yeah. We not have it, bro.
Them not, as you said, them not move the needle. Them not move the needle, brother. We have some players who really truly not move the needle. We see people when they mention Dujan, he's a good school boy, you understand? And he plays some under 21, but when he come out to the big man football, he now move the needle.
He now move the needle, brother.
Kaim Dixon the same thing. He now move the needle. Other man that play that national team. People is like who not understand what national team is. You understand? Who not understand what national team is. Them man they really now move the nigga.
Them now moving
Them
nigga
take
Tiga.
them take Kyle Dixon and throw him a Crawley. Him now move the nigga. Them take him and put him back in the under 21. He must cheer the under 21. We need Kyle Dixon to come and play for the under 20 then. Kyle Dixon is not a national, he's not a senior footballer.
No, he's too old, bro.
Yeah, me know, that's what I say. Me know him too old. Me know him too people, me know him too old. But that me I say, when they come on to the big man football, him now move the nigga.
And he's not
People
getting
are
big. And Tigat.
and vibes.
And Tigat, his physical strength is not getting better either.
People don't understand what national football is. And people understand that when people, that's why we can't go nowhere. And people, when the commentators are commentating for Jamaica, they must say them disappointed because of who them produce in the former years.
Jeez.
You understand?
Yeah.
Who they have, and who them have come up now. We not go out with nothing.
Yeah, it's because when we look at even Kaim Dixon, I think he might be going backwards.
Yeah.
I think he might be going backwards.
Me hear something. I'm not even know if it's true or somebody just to make fun. That when him did their Crawley, when Kaim Dixon did their Crawley, and him not get the game, Charlton call him back to make him play under 21 for Jamaica can select him for the something there, for the 2 games where I go play. I mean, when me hear me say really, so them take Jamaica for a squab team.
Yeah, Jamaica is a puppy show team.
You understand? It's like a joke. People don't understand. It's like a joke. And if you don't really sit down and think about the Meds, brother, Jamaica, the man them not playing no football. Week after week, me sit down every week when Aston Villa play. Look at Leon Bailey and Leon Bailey get 5 minutes. Leon Bailey, I when Ali Watkins play in the middle of the week. I come back again, Ali Watkins start again. I play a full 90 minutes. And Leon Bailey I play 5 minutes. And these are the players we are glorifying now. I want to qualify for on the move for qualify for World Cup. Ali Watkins struggle to make England side. Ali Watkins struggle, Ali Watkins banging goal week after week. And Ali Watkins one of them will struggle to make it up there for England side. And man, you come on 5 minutes, you are glorified. Man, now when I play for less than I make match card, we are saying if you come represent Jamaica. And people will think, brother. When we think, brother, we football, we not think real football. We're not really thinking real football, brother. If you look at the player them, not playing real football.
You're so right, Tigat. You're so right. It's weird. It's weird.
We're calling for some player for come play football when I do nothing to them team when them I play for. Them not do nothing at all. Nothing at all. We have Yeoman and Star.
Would you call back Leon Bailey for this Unity Cup?
But yo, you see, they're coaching, brother. But I tell you, one of them. I think we need a proper coach to get in the under 17 and under 20 and try move them players.
No, so Tigat, let me just freeze you on that. The problem with the under 20, let me mute you and then me tell you and then you can unmute. The problem with the under 20 Tigat and the under 17 is when you have an under 20 program and an under 17, you will be lucky if 4 or 3 players come through. You'll be lucky, Tigat, if you get 4 or 3 players to come through. So you cannot bank on the entirety of the team that qualify. You probably see 2 gem. We know 1 gem already in Nolan. Who's going to be the next 2 gem? Who's going to be the gem from the one? You probably get 1 from the under 20 or 2 or 1 more from the under 17 by the World Cup come around. That's how it works, and not a lot of them, and it's all around the world. Not a lot of players come through. You can unmute now, Tigat. Yeah, you can unmute the mic now, Tigat. Just wanted to make that point with the under 20. Don't talk about Craig Butler Wonder Kid. Whisper you might have to stop going to stadium. I'll say this anytime we get past Leon Bailey. Watch gonna happen with you. Yeah, I want us to get Tigat, you're muted so when you're ready you can unmute. It was just the background noise, so I had to mute you. Alright. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it was just the background. P got, yeah, you can unmute now. Did you hear me, T got?
Yeah, man, me there.
Did you hear what I said?
No, me never hear what you say. No, I
Yeah,
don't hear nothing. You
yeah,
mute and I didn't
yeah.
hear
Look at
anything you
me,
say.
me mute myself instead of you. um, so T got, what I was saying is with under 20 and under 17, you're lucky if you get two or three to come through. And that happens right around the world. We know that Nolan
Yeah,
is gonna come
that
through.
JT, that is true. That is true. But if we get a good coach, we can pick out some diamond out the rough. You understand? We can get some young players. Of course, we're looking at that player like the Barcelona player, Yamal. We are people that look on to go star up to Spain. You understand them young youth there. You understand? If we can get couple like them young youth there in them age group there for we that really good for us. You understand? But guess what? We need a good coach. We need a proper coach to deal with the thing for it.
Yeah.
To deal with this Jamaican side. A
Yeah.
good coach. I'm sorry. We
Yeah.
need a good coach.
And that's why I'm not sure about Speed or Miguel Coley, brother.
You understand? We need a good coach,
I'm not
brother.
sure about
We
none of
need a
them,
good
brother.
coach.
Like
We need a good coach. Now that the house tumble down. You understand? The World Cup house tumble down. You understand? And we have a rebuild. We're getting a good coach right now to build the team for the next World Cup. You understand?
And
Build the team
and
for
we
the
have a
next World
chance
Cup,
to
brother.
fix
Yeah.
it. We fix it from its start.
We fix it from now.
Yeah.
Don't get a coach now. And then 2 years time in the middle of the World Cup,
Jesus.
if not then away, if not good, then dash away. We try to get in the next coach. Then 1 year we find out that the coach is not good enough, and then we end up with 1 year for qualify. And with the next new coach. JT, a 3 coach we use in this World Cup qualification there now.
Yeah. 3 coach.
And it look like we're into that. It look like we're into that again if we don't start on a proper foot. If we don't start on a proper foot, we're heading to 3 more coaches again.
You're right. And that's what if we don't get Tigat, it's like you have a kid and you don't train the kid from him young. Them say if you don't bend a tree from him young and when he turns 16 you teach him for your manners.
Yeah. All right, look on it. All right, we're going to look on this World Cup cycle. See? We look on this World Cup cycle. The man them getting Argamson and Grimmy a coach. You understand? He might build from the defense, come up and blah blah blah. People are saying we have too much attacking player, blah blah blah, and and whatever. And then mash up the defensively with a solid. You understand? Just need to fix whatever. Grimmy going, we're getting Steve McLaren. A different type of coach come with a different type of football. It not get to nowhere at all because the whole thing start over again. And then we get the interim coach. We're still not gonna wait. 3 coach. You understand? 3 coach again. So look at it at the next 4 years again. We're gonna start from the wrong foot again. The coach will go out with nothing. We'll fire him. We get a different coach. We're gonna start again. Him not go out with nothing, and then we're gonna fire him, and then we're gonna left on the same circle. The same boomerang go right back around. But for now, we just need to get the JFF need to get it right. Fully, not proven, not tested, proven, and tried to start this thing here. To start this whole house. You understand? Get some good architect and people for come deal with the house. Get a good architect right now for come deal with the house.
Yeah.
Build from foundation, come up.
Because if we don't get the foundation right, the house are going to lean.
The house are going to lean, brother. That's going to happen, brother. That's going to happen, brother. House are going to tumble down again, brother.
They're going to lean, brother.
House are going to tumble down. And then we're going to send for some coach and then in gone for some whole player, some veterinary player.
Yes,
you understand?
yes.
Leon Bailey going to retire. And then we are sent call back to Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? Blake coming at the goal and all them thing there. You understand? Because the house now build good.
No, we got to move on. We got to move on, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
We have to move on, bro.
Exactly.
We have to move on. But moving on is like a woman who come out of a relationship, T-God. Moving on, but she can go take up on real crosses too, you
That's
can,
right.
you know?
That's why they have to get. That's why they have to do them due diligence
Mm-hmm.
and try get a new. And then the last before me cut off, you know, said the World Cup are gonna end, and the World Cup are gonna end, and they might get some coach to drop off, but a coach will carry him team to the World Cup. If money you got high, cause I'm gonna look and tell you say, yo, carry a team to the World Cup,
Mm-hmm.
you can't afford me. You understand?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we need to get a decent coach. We're out there. You understand?
What you
We've
think?
been
What
there
you
and
think
done
about
that.
as
Like,
me say? What you think about a French coach?
well, yeah, me hear, and I was when I think about the
I
similarity,
remember I them
because
bring
when I say
Haiti
Jude Bellingham,
and I
and
them bring.
yet when I say Jude Bellingham, I mean I look on the Mbappe, them fast player there, and I'm me see the point where you try for where you try for because everybody come out and say Jamaica have speed,
Mm-hmm.
and me see what you try for, me see what you try for do. But nothing wrong with that.
I them bring
If
Haiti
a coach,
is a French coach bring Haiti to World Cup, right?
listen, me I say, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with you say. But we just need a good coach.
We need a
We just
goddamn.
know, we just need a good coach to know what he do. We tested and know what he's doing, and just come do a job. And when him come, we just give him what him want, and him just first of all him go come and understand the situation. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Say guess what? They now have the money, blah blah blah, and him just come and say, "Alright, I'm gonna live in Jamaica. I'm gonna deal with the sunshine. I'm gonna deal with the rain. And if two more Melissa will come, I'm gonna deal with the Melissa. Just him just have a project say him gonna build this Jamaican brand, build this Jamaican team for the next 8 or 12 years. You understand? 2 World Cup cycle, 3 World Cup cycle, and just deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah, Tiga, thank you very much. You're the only caller
No
for tonight.
problem, boss. I'm out.
Because we're doing this short and spicy. Thank you very much, Tiga. Good
Yeah,
talk.
man. All right. Okay, well, boss.
Yeah, man, people, and that was T-Got. Yeah, people, we're the show was very, I liked it. The show is very, choppy. I came out, I discussed some things, and I put some things to bed, so we can get moving again. Cause people, we, my 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 thing is the rebuilding process. We need to get it right. We need to get the rebuilding process right. There need to be a strategy in how Jamaica is gonna cap players. Bro, there needs to be a game plan. Jamaica is at zero now. Jamaica Jamaica got a clean canvas, a whiteboard. Jamaica has a clean canvas now. Jamaica need to get it right now from the start, because we've tried it where we try if we fix the house when the foundation no good, and we try put on bring a roof. We bring a roof from Iceland, bring some window from England, and them bring Mr. Speed them from Jamaica, the contractor them. We need a solid game plan. Somebody who's gonna to have a structure. I believe that the capping of players need to be very defined. The acceleration process or the streamlining, the pipeline of players getting naturalized. Those things need to be worked out now. Jamaica is at zero. Somebody needs to just have a bulletin with their game plan and say this. We cannot end up here 2 years from now, bro. 2 years from now, Jamaica shouldn't be arguing about players not getting passport, the coach no good, we side no good, we not have no chemistry, we can't pass the ball. Guys, make sure on record this. People no save this. If you see us here 2 years from now having this discussion again, just remember this show tonight. What date is today? Today is April 24, 2025. If you come back 2 years from now on YouTube and you see us having this discussion, this same discussion about Jamaica coach no good, that player them for call Cephas, Leon Bailey them no good, we can't pass the ball, just remember that we're not going to the World Cup again. It's the same results because we would have been doing the same things and expecting a different result. If we're having the same discussion again, people, that's what's gonna happen. So that's why they need to get it right. Somebody need to come in with a baseline, total overhaul, a blueprint, a new structure of how. And I wonder if Jamaican, as I said, we're not big on research. Has someone really tracked what are the things that went wrong? Where did Jamaica fall off the cliffs? Where were the pitfalls? What are the mistakes that we're going to make sure we don't have those mistakes anymore going forward? These are the things that Jamaica needs to do. And it's probably going to be, we need a good, it's probably going to take a good coach. It's probably going to take a good coach because I'm telling you, I just feel like with a local coach as well. Oh, it's April 24 here. Brownman Security. It's April 24 in Europe right now. Sorry. I forgot to say me. Tell him, me live in my future, you know. That's why I'm telling you, say me forward back in my past, can't tell you no what I go on. I literally live in the future. It's 24. It's 2024 here. People in Australia, they are ahead of us. It's almost 2025 in Australia. You see me? It's like I live in the future, dog. And that I go on. So it's we have to get the game plan right, people. And I think I've said enough tonight. And that's the growth that come with YouTube. I've really realized to a lot of people say, JT, we love when you do the show when you have the panel and up the panel them on and the war and thing, but you cannot do it so much because we like when you're speaking and you're on the thing, because we are watching it on with TV too. So I also realize I have to balance it out as well. And I hope next time I want to organize the panel a little bit more, where we have on people who can allow each other to speak. That's something that we have to sort out. We have to cut out the rat cut thing where people just, because I love the war one time, no get me wrong, I like listen to him and them kick off and say, yo man, chat too much, man. Y'all fisherman is, you don't know nothing, man. Where you come from with that, man? And I have Wayne them, Crispy them. Me like listen to them more time, but me just wish if them could have like make one another talk. Blue Mountain them. My daughter, me mean to ask me how name Blue Mountain. How Blue Mountain, my daughter asked me how name Blue Mountain, because Blue Mountain attack over everybody. So every minute me have to say Blue Mountain, Blue Mountain, Blue Mountain. Wait, Blue Mountain. So my daughter just I say, Daddy, who is Blue Mountain? No, we're not gonna go war tonight. People, we are gonna start the war them back from next week, Wednesday. As I say, I'm not gonna be able to be on stream, on camera for a little while. So we are gonna start the war them from Wednesday. So we just let them I'll be on off camera, and then we have the panel them if we keep up the thing. War is good. We only when you Lego rude boy. LOS even. It's even about the war. It's the interaction between the listeners. Yeah, true too. And sometimes the panel have to remember this too. The panel them have to start looking at the comment section. The panel them have to looking at the comment section a little bit more too. I think sometimes they are just discussing between themselves and they're forgetting the fans. That's why I say, bro, I'm always about learning, and I'm gonna restructure that. I'm gonna lay down some outline, some rules. Like people, when you're on the panel, sometimes you have to take a look in the comment section, seeing what the fans are saying, or maybe you pick a comment and you reply to the comment, and we sync up the interaction, because you can't have the fans them are discuss down there. So I don't know war over here. So I wanted to. That's why I'm kind of slow down on it, because it's all about experiment. Remember, say I brought that into the space where me thought bring on people on the phone and make them war. That wasn't happening on YouTube. But me say I'm always looking for new things. but you also have to tweak things. I realize that it needs some tweaking. It needs the people them. It needs where they don't talk over each other so much, and it needs to where they're interacting with the comment section a little bit more. So we're gonna have to be more selective with people on the panel who are more mindful, people who can remember that you're still on a show and you got things going on and stuff. But people, it was a good show, very concise, and we got some points off. um I think we're moving closer to the Unity Cup. I'm gonna try to get some more name of some players that they're looking at for the Unity Cup. The press officer just told me there that put out a press release that Jamaican players that are not naturalized cannot play in the Unity Cup because of the rules of the Unity Cup. So that's clear. That's something I always like too. I like when I hear from the press officer because it just debunks things and it just clears up things and we don't have to talk about it anymore. You know what I mean? Like you get answers. That's the great thing about Simon Preston. He knows what he's doing. He has the answers for certain things. A lot of times we speculate. He just gives you the answer. You won't hear me say, well, so now we know players without a passport who are not naturalized cannot play in the Unity Cup. So that's dead. But there's also not a lot of players on the radar. So Jamaica is gonna also have to develop some good local players now as well. The under 17s. I think the kid Nolan. We probably those two. That kid Nolan. I like Seymour Reed. I'm just wondering if he can play striker as a big man in big man football right now. I don't know. But we'll see if anybody has come through. In the U20, I still think Genario Johnson is a player at Ajax that we really need to get that kid in the team. Like right now, he has a Jamaican passport. I think Genario Johnson needs to come sit down at the belly for Jamaica as a youngster. You have that player for at least another 4 to 5 years. So another 8 to 9 years, I mean. So Genario Johnson is somebody but that's the thing, bro. We don't know what's happening with the JFF. We don't know who is the coach. Technically, right now, people don't really know who's the coach. Nobody really know who's the coach. We know Mr. Speid is the interim coach. Nobody really knows who's the coach. So nobody really knows who's the coach right now, because we don't hear any press conferences, no updates. We don't really know what's happening. So yeah, he's a prodigy. He's a project or a prospect, as they would say in the sport. He's a prospect. So we don't really know anything. We just hear a lot of. That's the thing. We just hear a lot of. We don't know what Mr. Ricketts them has said. We don't know, bro. There's no clarity. I like to deal with clarity. We don't know. There should be. How Trump them did have. What is it? Plan 2025. The JFF need to have a plan 2030. I hope the next coach can outline the plan, the 2030 plan. The next coach need to have a plan 2030. These are the my targets that I want to meet for each quarter. We need to see a plan, bro. We need to hear how we're gonna deal with our young players. I'm looking forward to the under 20 people. I'm gonna be very involved in doing live streams on the under 20 because I'm gonna see how they do this under 20, because they have a chance here. They could look at Nicholas Simmons, 19 years old. He made his debut for Dallas in the MLS. I saw that he was drafted, right? I think his dad played football as well. He was the third number 3 draft pick, I think, in the MLS draft. Mackay Welch, haven't heard much about him. That's the thing, Derek, bro. That's the thing. Are we gonna do this for 3 years, where we are asked where they play them there? Like we hope the next person come around. There is structure, bro. And as T-God says, Jamaica has a choice to get it right. People, stay blessed. Until next time, you probably see me tomorrow. We see what the vibe is. Or we do a show on the other channel. We probably do a show on the next channel tomorrow, maybe. with some more international football. It depends. But people, just make sure you subscribe to both channels. Let me just drop the channel link again. So when you don't see we on this channel, people, when you don't see us over here, we're on Sports Blem Extra. All right. When you don't see us over here, we're on Sports Blem Extra, and that's where we're doing international football, because there's not stuff to talk about Jamaica football every day, bro. No matter what I want to say, remember my thing is not really the JFF thing, so I cannot talk about Jamaica football every day. You know, there's a lot of things happening in the international space. I just dropped the link again for Sports Blem Extra. For all who didn't subscribe, now is your chance to subscribe to Sports Blem Extra. The link is in the comment section. So when you don't see us over here, we're probably over there. I'm dropping content over there every day now as well. You expect squad out without a coach, or who are go coach them, Ricky? Yo, make professional. Make sure no FIFA. Make sure no subscribe to the Sports Blem Extra, brother, so we can soon over there. That's where we're gonna be for the international stuff, you know. All right, so make sure you guys come over and join us. I dropped the link in the comment section. Everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm your host, JT Taylor. Until next time,